Good morning, Ahava. Good morning. Happy Easter and welcome to our meditation service. So we take that deep breath in. I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable. If you're at home, watching, joining us, just simply get yourself into a comfortable position. And here in the space, know that you are divinely supported. Allow yourself to feel that support represented by the chair that you're sitting in. Knowing that it's got you right now as Spirit has got you right now. Spirit is sourcing you. Spirit is supplying you. Spirit is wrapping you in that embrace of love and joy and peace. So as these sounds of spring take us within on this day of renewal and refreshing, as we recognize the truth that we are new in every moment, that now is what we've got. I invite you to take these words of Ernest Holmes into this space of quiet. There is one mind. That mind is God. That mind is my mind now. That mind is my life now. I will mind the time as these sounds of spring and music take us within. So as the gentle sounds of spring surround us in this season of renewal, this day when we celebrate that renewal, I invite you to contemplate that when you open your eyes, you will be opening your eyes to an entirely new universe that didn't exist 13 minutes ago when we began this meditation. That it is new, it is fresh, it is yours. This is your life. Live it fully and completely. Namaste, Ahava. Namaste.
You didn't seriously think I was going to not do something, did you? I'm shedding.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you.
I recognize the God in you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
Come together.
We come together
in the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
in the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at that person next to
Say,
you.
God loves you and I love you too.
God loves you and I love you too.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
Come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together
in the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
in the name of love. Every walk of life.
Every walk of life.
Every creed and color.
Every creed and color.
Friendship we unite.
Friendship we unite.
In honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at that person next to you.
Say namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 We come together
in the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
in the name of love. We come together.
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 We come together
in the name of love. We come together.
We come together.
We come together. We come together.
We come together
in the name of love. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Oh, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that. I know that. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact. Don't let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. When I'm down, I'll turn to you.
Turn to you.
When I'm down,
When I'm down.
pull me through. Well, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love.
Yes. Good morning, Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love. And we gather together every Sunday knowing that love is...
They
You
always
got it.
have the
They know
answer.
it. They know it.
They always have. Wearing a hat or not, they always have it.
So I am Reverend Rainbow, and along with Reverend Soni, we are your co-spiritual directors, and we welcome you here this beautiful Sunday morning. Also, if you're online, thank you for being a part of our global community. Let us know where you're tuning in from today, and a special welcome for you online. Make sure to press that like and subscribe and share button. And if you're in the room, we invite you as well to take out your phone, check in, take pictures, and share the love from today's service.
And if you forgot that today's hat day and you're online, go get your hat right now. Take a picture
Yes.
and post it.
Online people, show us your hats.
Show us your hat.
Love it.
Love it. We are a conscious community as well as a hat community. And we're committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space so that we might all be reminded of the truth of who we are. Yes?
Yes.
That we are an open and affirming community, so whoever you are, wherever you are on your path to spiritual discovery, you are absolutely welcome here. So we also know that we are a reflection of one another, which is really cool this morning, especially. So just take a moment to say good morning to a neighbor, find someone, and thank them for being a reflection of you. Nobody's going to thank Joe.
They're like, all right. Oh, I get to do this again. Ooh,
So powerful.
it's so powerful.
So powerful.
So we have a fabulous vision and purpose here, so I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community
We are an inclusive community
committed to global transformation
committed to global transformation
through personal evolution.
through personal evolution.
And our purpose, let's do it together.
Wake up, step up, and make a difference.
Love it.
And we have an affirmation.
We do. So today's affirmation is, daily I rise
Daily I rise
in wonder, gratitude,
in wonder, gratitude,
power, and glory.
power, and glory. Wow. So if you're here for the very first time, if you're visiting for the first time, this is not a normal Sunday for us.
Maybe
Just-
it should be, though.
Maybe it should. I don't know.
I'm kind of feeling
There is
this.
Derby.
It might be a thing.
Yeah, there is Derby Day.
We could do it the whole month of May. Or,
I'm
I'm getting carried away.
I can't think with this hat.
So maybe not.
So it would be difficult for me to do it the whole month of
Okay,
May. Y'all
okay.
feel me? You know what I'm saying here? Yes, something like that. We won't go there, Richard. So if you're here for the very first time visiting, we just want you to know that your presence here makes a difference in our community because you bring your energy and who you are into our community, and because of it, we are changed. And so we want to honor that, and we have a core council member that would love to come by and give you a free gift if you're here for the first time and you're willing to raise your hand or stand up. Do we have any visitors this morning? Yeah, yay.
Welcome. Good morning.
And if you are watching online and you cannot get here, just know that we appreciate you and we love you and we honor you. We are also grateful for the many, many individuals who give each week of their time, talent, and treasure. And so I just want to acknowledge and help me thank all of those volunteers that show up every Sunday morning in order to create this sacred space. And if you're looking for a way to be more involved, please see one of our Save a volunteers, because we could really use some additional volunteers in our youth, right, and also on our live stream and things like that. Yes. So let's honor our volunteers.
Thank you. Yes. And speaking of volunteers, we are having our Save a Barbecue. It is our volunteer acknowledgement, and it's coming up this Saturday, April 23rd. So if you have not yet registered, you still can today. We're going shopping like Tuesday, so make sure you let us know so we can have enough food. And make sure to vote if you have not yet voted for who you think should get the Volunteer of the Year award. And you can do that by that back door. There's a little place to put it in the box. You can do it online as well.
And I think we have a professional chef cooking. Is that correct?
We do. Wow. Grill Meister.
Grill Meister.
Master.
I don't know.
Also, I want to thank everyone who submitted ideas for a Taste of Ahava event this summer. We're going to be launching May 1st, so the first Sunday in May, telling you about all the events and how to register. But we have one because we have someone in our community that, likes to be exceptional. Miss Patty, will you come up here, please? We have one event that is coming up a little bit early. There you are. Come on up. And we want to make sure you know about it in advance because it's happening May 16th. No. What? Come tell us. I don't know. You tell us.
What day is it, Cynthia? It's the 17th. It's Tuesday, the 17th of May. And I'm in my hiking gear. So if you haven't been to the Red River Gorge and eaten at Miguel's, you need to sign up for this hike. That's all I have to say.
Yes.
Chili hat's a nice thing, too.
Save the date, Tuesday, May 17th, for that wonderful hike, and you'll be hearing about all the other events and opportunities in the next couple of weeks. Also, this Friday night is Improv, Central Kentucky Improv, featuring our own Margaret Buchanan, Louise Talon, she's back there. So you want to be here Friday night for fun together. If you bring a can to donate, it's only $8, and 50% of the proceeds is going to the UN High Commission of Refugees supporting Ukrainian relief. So that's Friday night here.
Also, we want to save the date for July the 22nd. Why? Because it is our own beloved Reverend Rainbow's ordination. And it is really a very special event, what we go through until we get to that juncture in our ministerial career. This is one of the biggest things that is bestowed upon us is a lifetime ordination. So we are very excited. I'm so excited to give you away for ordination.
All right.
Is that sound right?
I do feel like I'm planning a wedding with this event, so that makes sense.
Whoa.
So July 22nd, and invitations will be going out in the next couple of weeks, but I'm super excited to celebrate with you all.
And I think we're doing it all at, where are we doing it?
21C. 21C Museum and the event space there.
Yeah,
it's
now you're excited. I knew it.
And our next class coming up, Reverend Soni is doing visioning, and it's coming up. It's going to be a Monday night, and we're getting too close. I think that's why it's May 23rd.
Back off, sister.
So save the date for our next class. Learn how to take this powerful spiritual practice called visioning and allow it to bring your life into the vision that Spirit has for you. So more about that to come, but we just wanted to give you that heads up for our next class.
And because, during that class, what we're looking for are individuals. We're creating a visioning core here for Ahava to vision for the future of Ahava. So if you're interested in being part of that visioning process, then this is the perfect class to take, because out of that class we will organize and create our visioning our visioning core for Ahava.
So excited about that.
I am
Yes.
very excited about that.
All right, let's give some love to this band.
And
We have our music director, Joe Cinquina, hat extraordinaire, on bass as well. Lauren Dechtenberg, tickling those ivories, and also doing our reading. And Mr. John Diddard on drums. Our featured vocalist today is Margot Buchanan. And a special thanks to Mr. Jeff Watts on sound, making this all sound good. Our practitioner today is Connie Moore. So give her some love, yes. Let us now drop into that space, closing your eyes if it's comfortable, allowing the music and the prayer to take you away.
I live in perfect love. I live in perfect peace. I leave the past behind. I let go. I release, and I breathe in the light, and I live in the love
absolutely do live in that love. We all live in that love, the love of the one that is all there is. So I know that that life, that truth, that one is love and peace and wisdom. And all that love, all that peace, all that wisdom is right here, right now, expressing as each one of us here and each one of us that are not here. It's from that place of knowingness that I bless this thing called the Ahava this morning, the individual unique thing that it is right now. I bless the words that will be spoken by our beloved ministers, knowing that the words they speak are God speak, God's truth. That Spirit is right where they are. I bless the beautiful sounds that our musicians are making right now and will continue to make throughout this service, knowing that those beautiful sounds are the beautiful sounds of Spirit. I bless all the hands and hearts that come together to make this space beautiful, to make this space hospitable, to make this space a space of love and welcoming and joy. I simply let it be by saying, and so it is.
And I breathe in the light, and I live in the love of the one. Namaste. Lauren, would you please do our reading?
Sure. This is entitled Spring is Mud and Miracle by Parker J. Palmer. Before spring becomes beautiful, it's plug ugly. Nothing but mud and muck. I've walked through early spring fields that will suck the boots off your feet. A world so wet and woeful, you yearn for the return of snow and ice. Of course, there's a miracle inside that muddy mess. Those fields are a seed bed for rebirth. I love the fact that the word humus, the decayed organic matter that feeds the roots of plants, comes from the same word root as that gives rise to humility. It's an etymology in which I find forgiveness, blessing, and grace. It reminds me that the humiliating events of life, events that leave mud on my face or make my name mud, can create the fertile soil that nourishes new growth. Spring begins tentatively, but it advances with a tenacity that never fails to touch me. The smallest and most tender shoots insist on having their way, pressing up through ground that looked only a few weeks earlier as if it would never grow anything again. But their mere appearance, however brief, is always a harbinger of hope. And from those small beginnings, hope grows at a geometric rate. The days get longer, the winds get warmer, and the world grows green again.
The sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people You can't lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you makes you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, just call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I'll see your true colors shining through. I'll see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like rainbow. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, just call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I'll see your true colors shining through. I'll see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show true colors. True colors. True colors are shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
So happy Sunday, happy spring, happy Easter, happy Hat Day. So although we are not specifically a Christian community, we acknowledge that for many Christians around the world, today is a sacred holiday. And we also honor, acknowledge those who are celebrating Ramadan, our Jewish community celebrating Passover. So we celebrate the one life, the one infinite creative presence, that which is back of all things, that informs and guides us, that shows up through these many spiritual paths. We know and recognize the one life in this creative energy that is expressing through each of us in many forms, many faiths, and many traditions. And we can glean from these stories and these messages truth and inspiration, and that which resonates with our vision here at Ahava of global transformation through personal evolution. Our theme this month is creativity. So this creative message shows up in the stories of Passover and Easter. It's about freedom, it's about rising, it's about transcendence. We rise up and transcend our fears, our judgments, and our past in order to be that instrument for the divine creative expression. We rise in faith believing because we are made from and we create from that field of pure potentiality, that power within us that is greater than who we are, greater than the human limitations that we have. And we know, though, that we can tap into this infinite source and be that channel for full expression. We are God realizing itself. So rising up is a gift that we not only give ourselves, but we also give the universe. And we extend that gift to all those in our sphere of influence. So I love to look at the history of some of these traditions, right? Like, why bunnies and eggs and bonnets?
Really?
Yeah.
The bunny was at my house this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, planting eggs.
Love it. So what does all this have to do with the story of Easter and Jesus' resurrection? Well, historians believe that the word Easter may likely come from the Old English name of the goddess Eostre, who from the Anglo-Saxon pagan tradition means bringer of light. So this goddess represents the beginning of spring. And in spring, what do we have? We traditionally have bunnies.
Birth.
And birth.
Lots of bunnies.
We have eggs. And what we know is that traditionally there would be a celebration in which eggs were a symbol and they were eaten during this spring festival. So eggs symbolize fertility and rebirth and the awakening of nature after the dormant winter. So, like many pagan traditions, these festivals were often then adopted by the Christian missionaries as a way to incorporate and convert those to Christianity.
Uh-huh.
So it's important to look at the roots and, as we say here, honor all paths. So Easter eggs are said to tie into this celebration because they represent new life. And this ties into this metaphor of the new life that was exemplified by the story of Jesus' resurrection. Another approach or idea about this egg, the symbolism of the egg, is that it's been linked to fasting during Lent, when other animal products couldn't be eaten. So the eggs could be hard-boiled and stored and then eaten at the end of Lent to celebrate the resurrection. I still don't know when we started dyeing them, though. We had a little party yesterday with some friends and dyeing the Easter eggs. That was fun.
But isn't Lent like 40 days?
Well,
You're going to eat
you
that
boil
egg after
the egg.
Something inside of me is cringing right now.
And you boil it, and then you store it in some way that is, I don't know. Pickle them.
Pickle them. There you go. Good.
We digress.
Yes, we don't. We digress.
And we also know that Passover is a springtime Jewish festival celebrating the Israelites' exodus from Egypt and freedom. And that is observed by the ritual meal of the Seder. So, additionally, we see signs of spring as we acknowledge the vernal equinox and know that Passover and Easter, they all have this theme of renewal, rebirth, and transformation. So that brings us to today's topic: reveal, release, rise, and repeat.
And rinse. No, repeat. Well, let's talk about reveal first. You know, I I really believe that we're called to reveal the truth of who we are. That's our primary purpose. You know, people talk about purpose, all right? What's my purpose? And they die still trying to figure out what their purpose is. And the true purpose is to love yourself and to reveal that love. And if you love yourself and you reveal that love, then you draw in love to you. And it expands. So it's really all about what is seeking to be revealed. You know, the challenge with all of us as human beings, at least most of the people I know, is that we often cannot see or know who we really are or the truth of our beingness. I want to give you an example from from the book, This Thing Called You, that was written by Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind. And he writes, imagine yourself looking at a picture of a beautiful landscape. And in this picture, there are trees and a house and a stream of water, a beautiful meadow, somewhat like I think we're describing the gorge. And in the background, mountains and a blue sky dotted with amazing clouds. You look at it for a very long time, just contemplating the sheer beauty of it all. Now suppose that a piece of rippled glass is placed between you and the picture so that the picture now appears blurred. Everything seems distorted, and yet nothing has happened to the picture. It is our business to remove the rippled glass so that we're able to once again see the picture as it truly is. So what Dr. Holmes is saying here is it is your call, my call, to remove the filters that cloud the vision of who we are. Your call is to remove anything that would stand in the way of your divinity. And think about this. Since no two persons are alike, there must be a unique place for you and me in the scheme of all things. Because the divine pattern would be imperfect without you. Spirit would not be spirit without you. So the truth is, dare to be you. Dare to be who you are and stand in the power and the beauty of that divine presence, which is right now, in this moment and every moment, seeking expression through you and me as its individual life. This is how release happens. Once you begin to remove the filters of your life and really step into your power, you begin to release all that holds you back. Your old thoughts, your old actions, the life that you've been creating from your old beliefs. And this is what transformation is all about. This is how you begin to create from the new you, from the new beliefs that you acquire, that you uncover. And here's the thing. Divine guidance is yours for the asking. The answer to any challenge, any problem already exists at the center of your being. But it's not enough to know that it's there, right? That it exists. Guess what? You have to use it. You have to actually use it. And you use it by consciously recognizing it as who you are, revealing it in all that you do, and releasing anything that would stand in its way. And this really does become the transformed you. And I want to share something with you briefly. And I don't know if this individual is watching right now, but I want to acknowledge them. Because last week I had a medical appointment. And, you know, often we say as ministers and practitioners that no matter where we go or what we do, we're going to listen to people because they are drawn to telling us what's going on in their lives. It just happens. I don't care if you're in the restroom or at a concert. So this individual that I was talking to that was helping me with the appointment began to tell me some of the things that was going on in her life and the challenges and COVID and all of that. And you know how your conversation will travel, and you'll go here when you started over here, right? So we get to the point of her asking me, so you're a minister, are you still ministering? Well, of course, I tell her about Ahava. And she says, I have searched Lexington for a community I thought would work for me because I'm more of a metaphysical person. So I gave her our website, and she began to cry. I can't believe that you showed up in my life.
Wow.
And that was just me revealing who I am.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
It was me daring to be me.
Yes. I love that. You know, it's like as we stand in the fullness of who we are, we have the opportunity to make that impact and influence. And we never know. You know, we never know. We never know.
And she has a 9-month-old child.
Awesome. Yes. So we get to reveal the truth of who we are and then release any of those old habits, those old mindsets that may be holding us back in order to rise into our power through inspired action. So Reverend Soni was inspired in that moment to share her authentic truth, even though sometimes I know, you know, when you're in an environment, you don't really know, like, am I going to be judged? Am I going to be accepted for sharing the truth of who I am, whatever that may be? And yet, when we get that nudge, something within us knows, and there's a power greater than us that rises up and allows itself to be expressed. So it's not just about knowing who we are. We must share it. And we must rise in our power in order to create and inspire. Thinking of creativity, I'm just looking around the room now. So we have a new art show that went up this weekend. This is the first Sunday. So thank you to our aesthetics team. All of our amazing artists here, so please check it out after service. Go around and look at the art. We have so much creativity in our community. So Dr. Ernest Holmes wrote that the science of mind is a teaching and practice. So if we want to rise up, we must practice rising up, getting off the bench and stepping onto the court of life, revealing the spiritual truth. Practice releasing that which no longer serves, and take daily action to rise above the pool of the status quo consciousness, right? It's very enticing to engage in gossip, in judgment and separation, to jump to defending our stories and making others wrong, and so we can feel right, and seeing everything in this kind of binary world. It gets our adrenals going, and, you know, we can be hijacked by the social media and the news outlets and even our own friends and family. So we must practice. So in those times, we can stand in our truth and not get pulled into someone else's story, someone else's drama, or some fear-based agenda. We must know who we are and practice rising in that truth so that we do not get trapped in other people's unhealed traumas. We got enough of our own to work on, right? I know that's for sure.
I don't have
There
any.
is always, Reverend Soni's perfect. She's perfect. There's always an opportunity because who we are is the very essence of the nature is growing and expanding. So we rise up and we transcend, we transform, we transmute those generational patterns, those things that no longer serve us. And it's not a destination. It is an ongoing practice. Once we think we've healed something, there's going to be another opportunity. And another opportunity to cross off and crucify that old idea or belief system that no longer serves us as an individual or as a collective. If you just look at the social issues of our time, how far we've come on various issues, and yet I'm always curious, like, I look back at history and I'm like, how did they do that? Why did they do that? And I wonder, what are we right now as a collective accepting as common practice that in future generations they're going to look back and be like, how did they not care for this planet? How did they treat each other like that? So what can we do now to rise up with what is being stirred within us for the collective transformation? The rising up of the expression of the one life. And each generation brings more and more awareness, more transformation in regards to who we are and how we be together and how we treat each other, because we are an evolving species. So the invitation is to honor the past, both personally and collectively, but not get stuck there and not revere it as the good old days.
Oh, my.
Because we are growing and we're expanding, and that's a good thing.
It's
Embracing,
a great thing.
yes.
It's a great thing.
Learning more about who we are in the universe, embracing not knowing everything, so that something new can be revealed. If we think we already know everything, what's the point? What's the point?
We're not asking the right question.
Exactly. I love stepping into curiosity and asking what is seeking to be revealed now. Every step we take in growing our awareness of who and what God or spirit, life, universe is, our awareness of our oneness with all, this leads us further and further from what is comfortable and familiar. So that can be a little scary. Yet, it leads us further and further towards a new possibility. Something new is seeking to be revealed within each of us, within this community at Ahava and within our world. So we say yes to that. We say yes to what is rising up right here, right now. And open to that new possibility, a world of justice, divine order, peace, possibility, joy. I'm hearing the little ones. I think they're getting ready to go do their egg hunt. So that joy and that excitement, right?
And they are excited.
They are so
Yeah.
excited. As Eckhart Tolle says, you find peace not by rearranging the circumstances of your life, but by realizing who you are at the deepest level. That's where peace resides. And that's where we get to choose to know who we are, know the truth of who we are, release what no longer serves, rise in our power, and then do it over and over, every day, all day. Because just like creativity is this ongoing process, guess what? So are we. We are a work of art, still in progress.
Still in progress. And William Bridges said that transition always starts with an ending. So letting go, of who we thought we were, or to become something else, you have to stop being who you are now. That is kind of interesting to me, to stop being who you are now, to start doing things in a new way. You have to end the way that you're doing them now, and to develop, not only to stop doing things the way you're doing them now, but also to develop a new attitude or outlook You know, you have to let go of the old, just like the kids are so excited.
Yes.
You know, this is, oh my gosh, they're the anticipation of something new, of finding something and getting this and taking it with them and
Yes.
it changing them, you know. It's all about moving from a consciousness of separation and lack to a consciousness of oneness and possibility. How many eggs can I find today, you know? And to quote my friend, Rabbi Mark Klein, who I miss very much, who moved to New Jersey, he used to say that while resurrection occurs in lore throughout the ancient world, including the Jewish Bible or what Christians refer to as the Old Testament, all of Christendom rallies around the story of Jesus' resurrection as the demonstration of God's true love for people. One does not have to be Christian to understand the power of such an ethos. Each religion teaches this message of God's absolute love in a variety of ways. What is certain is that as human beings with human frailties, we still experience an absolutely unqualified divine love. The question then becomes, are you committed to your holy self? Are you committed to being who you really are and standing in the power and the presence of who you are in your own divinity? Are you ready to reveal and to release and to rise, and then by God doing it all over again? Yes? And not, you know, not just individually, but what can we do as a community? You know, several years ago, our practitioner Louise started one can at a time. And it is so easy to do. Each time you go to a grocery store, each time you go grocery shopping, just buy one extra non-perishable item for the Ahava food pantry, which serves not only the greater Lexington area, but the state of Kentucky, as well as our own community and some of our members who may be experiencing food insecurity. And especially with some of the new laws that have just passed in the state of Kentucky, it's going to be more difficult for people to get assistance with food. And I don't even want to go there. Also, by being ourselves, by being who we are, improv, as you alluded to earlier, is participating in this program, one can at a time. So next Friday on the 22nd, if you're coming to the show, bring a can with you and get $2 off the price of admission. And additionally, all those proceeds, as you said, are going to the Ukraine relief, including our part of that. So that is our this month's nonprofit that we are contributing to. So really show up and laugh and bring a can. Yeah, we're going to laugh, right, Margot? It's required.
It's required.
Okay. It's not a choir, but it's required. Okay, thank you. See, never mind. I can't handle it. All right, so are we ready to do this? Can we do this?
Yes. We're doing
Some
it.
of you can. Can we do this? All right, great. So how about if we go into prayer? All righty. Let's all just drop into that place, that space, taking a nice deep breath. And as we breathe in, know that it is simply the breath of the divine, breathing itself as you and as me. That it is the breath of the divine individualizing itself. Knowing that without you, without me, the divine cannot be its perfect self. And so I know right here and right now, as that perfect divine self, that there is only one power and one presence, one source of all things, the invisible made visible, the yes to all. And I know this power and presence as that which creates out of itself every minute, every second of every day without being diminished by its creation, changing, changeless, yet ever-changing. And this power and presence that I speak of, I know as love, I know as authenticity, I know it as prosperity and abundance and power. I know it as so many things, as life eternal. I know it as that which is the truth of this community. And it is from this truth that I lie open to the infinite, perhaps on the well of infinity, knowing that right here and right now, as I speak my word for this community, it is simply Spirit speaking itself as me, as I get out of the way, knowing that right here and right now, that all is possible. And knowing that as I know Spirit is love, that it is the truth of each and every person on this holiday and every day. That Spirit is right here, right now, always asking, what do you want? And I know that as we reveal the truth of each other, it is through this expansion that the authenticity of love, that the authenticity of power and presence and prosperity and abundance absolutely unfolds and grows and releases itself into that transformation. And we rise up above anything that would stand in the way of the true nature of who we are, of this community. As we rise up into that knowingness that love is indeed always the answer, and we unfold in that perfection, simply being who we are, spiritual beings having a human experience and human beings having a spiritual experience. How beautiful and amazing that truth is, as I pass my word to Reverend Rainbow.
So I just take a nice deep breath, accepting the word that has been spoken. So grateful for that power within that is rising up right here, right now, in full expression in each of our lives and in this collective community of who we are here to be, of what we are becoming, of what we are saying yes to. So grateful for the fulfillment of this word, knowing that it is already done. We simply say yes and allow it to be. As I release this word now into that action of the law that always says yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes, yes,
Yes, yes, yes. My beloved, it is done. It is so. And so it is.
So it is.
We let
Now, before you sit down, turn to your neighbor and say the following. Today, I reveal love.
I don't know.
So much love to be revealed, yes. So I know you are all waiting for the hat parade. But before we get to that, we have the opportunity to move into our time of conscious giving. So we're going to pass the basket in the room, and if you're online, there's several ways you can give as well. You can go to our website, and there's a giving tag, or you can also text the word GIVE to 859-209-6996, or you can mail in your gifts. So I invite you now just to take a moment, and we call it conscious giving. So we want to get in relationship with the opportunity that we have to give. So how grateful we are that we have something to give. So as we do this, I invite you now just to repeat after me. Divine love as me.
Divine love as me.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have. All that I give. And all that I receive. I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava. Knowing it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Grateful.
All right, so now the moment we've all been waiting for. I want to invite up Miss Karen Riggins. She is going to be the judge of our hat contest. And just a reminder that the winner today gets 50% off of a class. So it's a really great prize and value. Unfortunately, Reverend Soni and I are not in the running.
Not fair.
Just made it a lot easier.
Yes. So Karen's going to tell you a little bit about what she's looking for today.
Right. So with Easter hats, we have an Easter hat parade, and what we're going to be basing the judging on the best use of theme for an Easter hat parade, originality, and how you're styling it.
Ooh, all right. So speaking of styling it, this is what you get to do as we move into our next song. If you would like to participate, just line up, just come on up here. You're going to take a moment and you're going to give your best look, show it off, right? However you want to, yes?
Get a picture. Somebody get a picture.
And then sit back down. So as the music begins, please come forward and present your hat.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up in the gates of hell, but I won't back down.
is, the judging will be complete once the youth have been in and back. So hang in there, all of you.
She has a minute to think, and let's invite in our youth. Are they ready? They might up.
You're a shining star, wonderful, just the way you are. We celebrate your sacred grace. We love you just the way you are. We love you just the way you are. And one more time. We love you. You're a shining star, wonderful, just the way you are. We celebrate your sacred space. We love you just the way you are. We love you just the way you are. We do.
Woo-wee, we're not even done with our party. So, everyone wants to talk today because it was just a magical day. And Oisa gets her papa.
Oh,
she hasn't seen him for
yeah.
12 hours. So, I'm just going to go down the line here. Kerrigan. Oh, wait. We're all going to say our affirmation together first. What is our affirmation? I am magical. We talked about magic in our lives and the magic of Easter and what it represents.
It basically
It's her turn first, and then you get a turn.
basically represents what feels special from everything else than in your regular life.
All right.
Say, I'm gonna hold it like for everyone else.
We are magical. So, on egg hunt, we found little baskets and eggs.
We did an egg hunt.
And we also found. What kind of eggs were you talking? Wait, what kind of baskets were you talking about? The little ones that were filled. The little ones that were filled. Yeah, we got we got little.
In the little baskets, we got like bunnies and
We got little.
Here, both of you talk together.
We got little like crafts in it.
yeah, we got like a bunny that we can put together, and we
got
like a sucker. Yeah, we got a sucker.
lollipop. Not a sucker.
No food coloring, organic Whole Foods lollipop. You're welcome. What else? Anyway, it was really fun and awesome, and we're all magical. We hope you know that.
Yes.
There was also like these little tiny jellos, and they weren't like the beef jello either. They were made out of seaweed.
Ooh, interesting.
There was also
I'm taking care of
there
everyone's
was
needs.
also some tattoos in there.
Ooh, cool.
And we played a really fun game of pin the horn on the unicorn. And it was really great. Thank you for waiting
All
for
right.
us.
Yay!
Have a magical day.
Yay. All right, have fun. Go finish your party.
All right, so let's invite Karen up here. Karen,
Can we do a little drum roll?
can we have a drum roll, please?
This is really hard.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So the good news is the two Revs were disqualified for being the Revs. And okay, so I have to say for best use of theme, it's a tie. Rev Cynthia and Jokes in Queena for just that, just best use of theme. But for overall Easter parade hat, styling it, and originality, I have to go to Jennifer Lance.
Yay!
But everybody, this was great.
Stand up, Jennifer.
We need to do this again. Yeah, give it up to Jennifer.
Yes. And we are all the winners because we had so much fun, right? What was that?
I said I'll see Soni at visioning.
Oh, great.
yay!
She's going to be in the visioning class. She's using that prize right away. All right.
Great.
So just a reminder that practitioners are available to pray with you. We have a prayer box that you can make your request in there as you leave. There's also a prayer request form online. And please join us after service for some coffee and tea and some crackers and cheese. And if it's beautiful out, we have picnic tables outside as well. So I invite you now to please stand and repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my creativity.
Life is in my creativity.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it.
I share it.
Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
Just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Love, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Love, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
We want to thank everyone for coming out. Remember, if you haven't done anything silly yet today, the day is still young and you still have time.